Hello and welcome. Welcome to my Impact Wrestling review. I actually thought if I was even going to do a review of this show or not, but due to some interesting developments, I should say, I'm still going to go for it and whatnot. Now, I know this is a fallout show from everything that happened at the pay-per-view last Sunday. Too Hard to Kill. Please check out that review right now. I have uploaded it. Audio review. Talked about a lot about the pay-per-view itself, and of course the controversy regarding the Tessa Blanchard situation and whatnot. But yes, I do have audio review of Hard to Kill. Like I said, had a good about 50 minutes. I think I went talking about the show in general. So please check out that review. But the fallout of the show is different. I don't think they had any show anything or whatnot. I don't think the tapings until this weekend. But I know they had Josh Matthews and Don Callis in Nashville at the Impact Studios, I believe. I think that's what it's called. But I know their headquarters is in Nashville, if I'm not mistaken. But they were going to do a sit-down interview with Tessa later on. Now, I guess some dark matches were played from Hard to Kill during the pre-show. Trust me, I've seen this before because, when I went to Bound for Glory, there was like 2 pre-show matches. But we did have a Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. Desi Hit Squad, The Rascals, Reno Scum, and TJP and Daga. Not a bad match, I would say. A couple good stuff in there. Of course, you're going to see a big dive or whatnot from all these teams. I do like Reno Scum. I think they're a good team out there also. And whatnot. Especially that powerbomb spot they did, especially going to the outside of the ring, was pretty cool. Because I know Wentz... what was it? I think the Rascals about to get the win after the final flash and whatnot. He does. But the Desi Hit Squad came back in and they took out, they took out Dez and won the match. My problem with this was Dez that was pinned. I still think they need to do more with the Rascals instead of having them take the L. Listen, I don't know where the Desi Hit Squad goes between Shira and Rohit Raju or whatnot. Listen, Sheer wasn't bad, and trust me, I've seen Sheer had some very horrible matches and whatnot, but it was, maybe the match was good just because of the other people that were involved in this match, and that was just one of these chaotic, multi teams and whatnot. And like I said, this was a dark match, so this was like before the pay-per-view even began last Sunday. So, I'll just go off from that. It wasn't bad, though. I will say it was an okay match, a little crazy here and there, but Desi Hit Squad gets up the win. Like I said, I don't know where Shearer and them go, but I guess we'll see. They showed Moose cutting a promo after what he did on Sunday, and of course he's going to be in a Fatal 4-Way tonight between Ace Austin, Eddie Edwards, and followed by out there. Look at that House of Hardcore Tommy Dreamer thing. Of course, they did, talk about multiple things going on throughout the show. A lot of recap from the pay-per-view last Sunday. Even going to Ace Austin, pretty much talked about his win and that he's going to be booking for White Swappers 2 or whatever for some reason. One thing I thought that was actually interesting was the footage from they show with Rich Swann. I think it was like a couple days prior, like his leg shattered or whatnot at the Bash of the Brewery thing. And he hurt himself and they had to carry him out of it. That's why he was not able to compete at the pay-per-view last Sunday. And, they showed the clips, and as Mac came through the curtain, Swann was on crutches and whatnot, as, Mac felt that he let him down. But Swann, like, don't think that way, man. Listen, you got the support of fans. You went out there. It was numbers game. I know I was hurt, but I'm going to come back. And, you get to relive this moment down the line because like, you were the man out there, okay? And when I'm healthy, we're going to get them tag belts, all right? And we're going to beat the North. So that's what's going to happen, all right? So it was a very interesting promo. I thought it was good between Mac and Swann. I still don't know if the Mac is ever going to... I don't know when he's ever going to turn on Swann or whatnot or whenever that happens. But, Swann pretty much telling him like, hey, man, you did this on your own. It was a numbers game, man. Stop selling yourself short or whatnot. And when he's healthy, we're going to get those belts back. Or just get those tag belts. So one of the more interesting stories in Impact right now is the whole Mac Swann and North thing. If the Mac's going to turn on Swann and that. And like I said, I know we didn't get the match Sunday, but at least I thought that was interesting of Mac going out there showing heart fighting on his own. And of course, I still, as much as I get on people about the Canadian Destroyer nowadays and how I just feel like it's very overused in wrestling. Everybody and their mama do it. I did enjoy the Doomsday Canadian Destroyer they did out there with, the North, almost like had like a Doomsday device, but Mac went in for a Canadian Destroyer while Ethan Page was carrying Josh Alexander on his shoulders or whatnot. That was a cool spot. So I will say that. As much as I kind of get tired of Canadian Destroyer, that was I said before, I popped Sunday when they did that though. I thought that was good. Of course, they cut from Eddie Edwards. He cut a promo talking about the Car Shot Trophy. He's going to defend that tonight. They went to Michael Elgin then, who went to Japan, back to Japan. He was wrestling for Noah, and he was facing Nakajima and whatnot, and everything. Talking about his tour there, how he missed Japan and everything. Because if you don't know, he did wrestle for New Japan Pro Wrestling at one point. But he talked about when he was there, and how he enjoys Japan a lot and everything. But he talked about how Eddie Edwards, he wanted his payback on what happened on Sunday, because he knows Eddie has wrestled here before. You've been the GHC champion and whatnot, and you've done a lot of things in Japan, and so is Elgin also. But he will get his payback on Eddie Edwards. Good promo, I will say that. At least it does interest a few. Both of these guys have great matches in general, so if another one does come up, I'm sure it's going to be better than the last one, because I've enjoyed their matches, alright? And I thought they had probably like the best match on the show last Sunday too, between Eddie and Michael Elgin out there. So great match, good promo video too. I guess it's going to hype up for the next one. RVD, you got to take a lot from this segment, okay? Hold on. Cheesecake. RVD. Oh boy, the celebration between him and Katie Forbes. He was in a bedroom. There's like a lot of rose petals. He was in a bathrobe. Talking about the winner. He won and everything, gloating. Talking about he beat the machine and stopped them and whatnot. And everyone wants to be Rob Van Dam right now. You guys want to be me and whatnot, and you live vicariously through me. The marks out there. You wish you were me right now because of the money and whatnot. Listen, I've seen a lot of people steal my moves throughout the years. There's a reason why. Because, come on, I'm Rob Van Dam, all right? And, Katie Forbes came in. They popped, some champagne, or as a lot of people like to say nowadays, a little bit of the bubbly or whatnot. They had that going on, and they pretty much Katie Forbes, I guess, was excited and everything. RVD once again, like, listen, man, I'm getting paid out here, all right? I'm doing a lot of things right now, and come on, you saw that match last Sunday. And people want to say that, oh no, you don't still have it, everything, like, I was the best when I was in ECW, or like 10, 20 years ago. I'm still going, okay? So I'm the whole effing show basically. And his girlfriend arrives then. I think her name is Jennifer or whatnot, she said. And talk about the marks, and I'm great right now, okay? And you wish you had this right now. Listen, I don't think Katie Forbes' ass is really real, so I think that may be fake. Her girlfriend her ass may be real. I don't know. I'm not the one feeling it, okay? But Katie Forbes shit does look fake though. A lot of plastic, I believe. But they all kind of started making out with each other and whatnot, because RVD's still talking. They tell him to stop, talking to the camera and take off the bathrobe, and we want to see the Rob Van Dick, as they wanted to call it. But next thing you know, there's like whipped cream over them. They basically got no shirt. They had to blur out the boob part and everything. But there's whipped cream everywhere. And then they keep doing the whole cut the footage thing and whatnot. And then basically they he had like a whole bunch of lipstick kisses on him. And then I guess they went down under. So RVD was getting the double blow or whatnot. Now, I'm sure a lot of people, when they saw this, am I watching wrestling or am I watching the start of a porno movie or whatnot? Which, in a way, it almost looked like it. Personally, I thought this was pretty funny and whatnot. Just watching this, I'm like, this dude is also wild shit. But it's like, for some reason, I've said this before, and I'm sure a lot of people did, man. It's RVD. It's hard to hate on him sometimes. It really is. I saw people commenting and saying, like, I feel like I've gained a new respect for Van Dam for doing that. It's like, hey, he's got 2 girlfriends or whatnot. But then again, I know people that have 2 girlfriends at the same time too, okay? More power to them. More power to you if you got 2, all right? You get to fuck two bad bitches at the same damn time. All right, so there's a song that goes with that, but I'm not gonna go to do music like I did yesterday with Raw. But I personally thought this segment was pretty hilarious. So how would it be part of RVD's heel act on Impact? I don't know, but honestly, I'm getting a kick out of heel RVD right now. I really am. And I think it may be on Twitter too, if you can see that whole segment and whatnot. They also talked about Ken Shamrock and Madman Fulton, which I believe Fulton's arm was, popped out of his shoulder or whatnot, if true. So I still think he may have been legitimately hurt, because he even went to Ken Shamrock talking about Fulton's skills and everything. But you're sitting there and everything. He's got potential, but he won't find it if he's had keep hanging with Sami Callihan and them and whatnot. And everything, because I think Fulton really did get hurt, so I don't know if that was an audible to why Ken Shamrock won. And I still think Fulton should have been put over than Shamrock. And I like Ken Shamrock, and I thought this was a better match with I thought it was a better match than he had with Moose, maybe because of the submission thing. Like, you gotta give it to him though. For a man his age, the man's in impeccable shape. I can tell you that right now. I was at Bound for Glory, all right. Now I didn't think the match was that great with Moose and everything. I loved the build up, but it wasn't that great. But this one was a little bit better, all right. It wasn't as bad, but I just still think Fulton should have went over. Also prayers to Ken Shamrock. Also, somebody comment me about Shamrock. What I think they said his dad is in hospice care. Prayers to Ken Shamrock though. Trust me, I know the feeling about hospice care. I'm not gonna go in the situation, but I know the feeling for real though. Prayers to him though. In all honesty, I really do. Prayers to him. But next, I'm not really gonna talk about this Joey Ryan versus Johnny Swinger. I'm just gonna say this: the crowd got a kick out of it. I don't mind Swinger, but I'm not going to sit here and talk about Joey Ryan. Come on, you've heard what I've had to say. I'm not going to get into Dick Boy there, okay? So I'll just say this. Joey Ryan won. I know it was a feud, but all right, here's Swinger talking about the Rizats and the pills and whatnot. At least he's pretty funny. I'll give Johnny Swinger that. You already know how I feel about Joey Ryan, so I'm just not going to go into that, all right? Next, they went to a Fatal 4, which was a tape show from Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore. Listen, this wasn't bad or anything between, Ace Austin, Moose, followed by Eddie Edwards and whatnot. But I've had too many commercial breaks, and then I didn't even know the X Division title was on the line. I know Ace hit the the fold on the top rope on Follow Bob for the win and everything. I didn't know it was for the title for some reason. I don't know why that was even said. Because at first I just thought it was a Fatal 4-way. But I guess this match was just to kill time and whatnot. But it was okay. I didn't hate the match or anything. But too many commercials or whatnot. And then we get to the final segment. The sit-down interview with Tessa Blanchard. The new world champion. Like I said, I'm going to separate this in situation. I'm just going to talk about this segment, all right? But, Tess was there because they showed footage of what happened after the show that wasn't shown. They're not going to show what she said because I'm sure a lot of people are going to call her hypocritical about and I heard the comment too, so I'm not going to go into it. I just say typical, we're all human. I don't want to hear that shit. Okay, hear it too many times, but I just know they show her family in the ring, and then they show Impact officials and Gail Kim and whatnot, and D'Lo Brown and Cage and others, I guess, congratulating her. So I know that was at the pay-per-view that was not aired on air because they went off the air very quickly as soon as she won the belt. But I think I know why they went off the air because I think they would have got more flack if that happened. But she talked about battling OVE for a long time, that she feels like this is not an accident, that she deserves to be the world champion. She's broken barriers and continues to, and she's the best third generation wrestler today. I wouldn't say that now, but she went on all this until Sami Callihan showed up on the screen. Then there was a close-up of Sami Callihan, though, and he says, I am sick of everybody talking about Tessa Blanchard. Like, Tessa Blanchard did this. Tessa Blanchard made history. Listen, okay, like, you're not the only one that makes history here. I came in 2 years ago, and I took the dead carcass known as Impact and everything, carried on my back, brought it to brought it to Access TV and everything, and everybody wants to talk, that he's the rightful champion and everything, which I agree about that. He's the rightful champion, and he's the one that makes history. And he says, congratulations, Tessa. It's the champion that they want and everyone wants and everything, but he is the champion that everybody needs and whatnot, okay? And he said he would challenge Tessa anytime, any place, anywhere. Next thing you know, he was actually in the studio somewhere. Tessa went after Sami, but when she got in the room and whatnot, Sami says, I knew you'd fall for it and whatnot. Typical, alright? And listen, you think it was going to be that easy to find me? You don't know where I'll be. You don't know where I'm going to come from. You'll never see it coming. I guess there will be a rematch between Sami Callihan and Tessa Blanchard. I like the closing segment or whatnot. And everything. Okay, I like the closing segment. I thought it was good. Listen, I'm gonna say this right here. Do I really see Tessa Blanchard holding this belt for a long time? Not really. For some reason, I just feel like Sami Callihan is gonna get it back. Personally, I said this before about the pay-per-view. I did not think he needed to lose the championship. And this was before all this shit came about Tessa throughout the weekend. Okay, I just felt they rushed it, and I know people says, why do we need a woman as the world champion? I know it doesn't make sense and everything, because, listen, I've said this before, intergender wrestling is a lot of things. There are people that are going to like intergender wrestling, and they're not going to like it. Personally, I just felt like Sami was getting screwed, because I didn't think he held the title that long and whatnot. I would have given him a longer reign, and I just felt like they rushed into this. And some people are just going to go like, why does this woman need to be the champion in general? Why do we even need a woman as the world champion? I wouldn't be surprised some other company starts to copy this also. I know Lucha Underground did it first, and it didn't really make any sense because, what was it, Sexy Star pitting, 6 foot, 200, 300 pound, Jack to the Gills Mil Muertes makes no sense, alright? But, I know this has been being pushed for a very long time, especially in the feud of Tessa and Sami. I think the only reason why this feud works, I know some people are going to say they're both the same size and whatnot, and some people say it works, but I know it still doesn't come off as believable at the same time. And this is my thoughts before, like I said, this is my thoughts before all this Twitter thing happened throughout the weekend and everything, because I said this in my review. Am I really surprised that they put the belt on her? No, because I felt like this was coming. Do I think the belt shouldn't have been put on? I just felt the belt shouldn't have been put on her to begin with. Either way, I just feel like Sami Callihan could have went over still. Now it's like, some people said about well, what is it though? Impact and everything about why this is even happening and whatnot. Like I said, this was probably known for a while. They just got blindsided about all this stuff on Twitter at the same time. Now, do I expect the company to do something about it? I don't know. It doesn't really look like it, honestly. Now, I know I'm repeating things what I said in my review or whatnot, like the Hard to Kill review, but still, though, just think about it. And I'm not going to go and just blame Impact all the way on every fucking thing on this, because I just feel like they become an easy target just to make fun if you just don't like Impact at the same time. I still watch the show for a reason and whatnot. Do I think this is the best idea to put in the world title on a woman? Nah, but I'm just going to see we'll see where this goes. But I just think it makes it worse due to the whole Twitter situation and, over the weekend and whatnot, and I think that just kind of fueled people more, which, I still saw the show at the same time and everything, so, yeah. But do I expect Sami to get the belt back, though? I think he will, since this feud is going to continue or whatnot. Like I said, I'm trying to separate the situation and just, I'm just going by the storyline of this whole match and this whole feud and whatnot. But I like Callihan. Callihan is the only one that's really making all of this work. I'll say that, because the guy is a great heel and everything. But I do want to know what the next crowd reaction is going to be for her when they get to, I was in Mexico next to tapings. I don't know, all right? Or even when we go into Rebellion. I'm not sure where this is going to go next, all right? But I guess all we can do is find out and see and everything, because I just see Impact. I just see a lot of people just kind of going at them right now for several things and whatnot. Like I said in the review, they never saw this coming, but at the same time, they have to deal with the bad PR and whatnot. Do I think the whole controversy made people go watch to see what happens? Most likely. And it's funny that people say this is a work. I don't think this. Who says this is a work? This whole Twitter thing. It's not a work. All right. The shit with test on Twitter. It's not a work. Stop saying that. It's fucking dumb. All right. The shit is legit. So I don't know what's gonna happen next with this. This whole thing, but. Like I said before, I do not expect to see this girl hold the belt that long. I really don't. All right, because I've already kind of said before. After hearing the stuff, it's like, yes, girl could basically fuck off in a way. But yeah, Sammy, I see Sammy getting belt back in general. Overall, I didn't think this was a bad Fallout show and everything. I like the ending segment with Sammy Callahan showing up on the screen and whatnot, and then showing up somewhere else. That was good. The RVD thing was hilarious to me, so it was funny. But yeah, I thought the RVD thing was funny, and I thought the Swan and Mac promo was pretty good too. But other than that, though, I guess we'll see what happens on next week's show. I guess when I think they're from Mexico, so I don't know when the taping start for that. Obviously, it wasn't this week, and it was just Fallout from the show, but it wasn't a bad Fallout show or anything. The matches were just kind of there. They were whatever to me and whatnot. Wasn't bad, except maybe Joey Ryan, but they weren't bad or whatnot. Even the House of Hardcore thing, because people was kind of into that match and whatnot. But like I said, I only like the ending segment and the RVD thing, and Eddie and Swan. Swan and Mac, and maybe the Elgin promo. I think the Eddie Edwards thing is going to continue. But other than that, though, that's my review of Impact this week. I guess we'll see you next week for a legitimate show than the Fallout show. But like I said, the feud continues for the world title. Other than that, I'm done with this review of Impact. I will see you guys later. Check out my Hard to Kill review that is posted online right now. So I'm out of here. Peace. And one thing I will say before I go, I forgot the title belts are red too, so they did change the color scheme of them also, I guess because of Access TV. I did not notice that till tonight. Should know that's by Sunday also. But I'm out of here. Peace out. Follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Out.